Guess what? We play it louder, louder, bigger, better, prouder. Ramp up the volume, turning up the power. Guess what? Guess what? Right? Guess what?
Hey Google, turn it up.
Louder, louder. I feel good, I feel good. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I feel nice, I feel nice. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I feel ready, I feel ready. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah, that's right.
So, hey there, it's Andy. A little bit different. So, the Google event is about to start in a matter of minutes. The video you just watched has gone live on the Google Store with some of the new products. I think the new Pixelbuds look quite interesting. So, I'm quite looking forward to this. I know there's been a lot of stuff leaked, but I don't know, I'm still looking forward. But I don't think we knew about the Pixelbuds, did we? So, my idea being, I'm going to take notes on my MacBook as the event goes on, and then I'm going to see what kind of video I can put together, give you a bit of a summary really, I suppose, of what's gone on, what's new, what's happening, what to look forward to. There's also been a price, I mean, I guess we're going to find out as we watch the video, but I think the Pixel 4 apparently is going to start at £669, which doesn't seem too bad to me actually. I'm trying to decide at the moment if I go with XL or not though, because I really enjoyed the 3A in the small form factor. But I don't know if I go regular size, I'm then going to miss the screen real estate. I don't know. Anyway, the event's going to start in a minute now. I'll be back shortly and we'll talk about what's going on, I suppose.
Do you remember how you felt when you first got the design brief for what these earbuds were supposed to do?
I think it's crazy.
Certainly the assembly is a really challenging part of this. All of these pieces have to go together with sub-millimeter precision. I don't think I would have imagined we'd be able to build things with this kind of processing power this small. There's a lot of sensors and processors, a little bit like building a ship in the bottle.
That's a bit disappointing. The Pixelbuds, they sound, or they look really good. And I'm thinking, yeah, definitely want some of these to talk about the technology they've done inside them. Long-range Bluetooth connection, 3 rooms away, 5 hours battery, hybrid design, dynamic volume, and then it says they'll be available spring next year. So that's a bit annoying. That's like half a year away. Anyway, we're moving on to security with Titan at this point. So we're 20 minutes into this point, and we've only really seen the Pixelbuds. That's all we've seen, and they're not out for 6 months. Making a massive deal at the moment about sustainability and how environmentally friendly Google is, which I kind of, I get, and it's great, it's fantastic, and I guess they should be proud of that. But if I'm quite honest, I just want to see the new shinies, please. So yeah, not really going the way you'd imagine. They lead right out with, "This is our new phone, it's amazing," and no. So at the moment they're talking about Stadia and how that's good for the environment because you don't have to buy a new console every few years. It's just a controller. So I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully, goodies come soon.
So once again, we started with our users' needs, especially portability and battery life. We wanted to create a thin and light laptop that was really fast and also have it last all day. And of course, we wanted it to look and feel beautiful. We landed on Pixelbook Go. The design is so distinctive with an incredibly light magnesium that lets us create a very smooth matte finish in great colors.
So we've just seen the Pixelbook Go, available in black and pink. They went over it quite quickly, I thought. We didn't really get to see much about it. 13 millimeters thin, 12 hours battery life, hush keys, make a big deal about how quiet the keys were. Chrome OS starting at $649, apparently available now. So I'll have a look on the store at some point and see if it's what it is in the UK. Now we have Rishi Chandra, who's from Google Nest, talking about the helpful home. So at least we're getting some shinies now.
Now, for a lot of people, Google Home Mini was a perfect starter kit for your audio system. And today, we're introducing the next generation, Nest Mini. It's even more capable with the same affordable price point and the same iconic design.
So we've seen there's a new Nest Mini. It's not a Google Home Mini. It looks much like the last one. There's a new blue color. You can wall mount it. It's got better bass. It's got a third mic. Not overly excited by it, if I'm honest. Then we've got Nest Aware. So things like Nest Cams. If you've got multiple cameras, you're covered under one price now. They're going to change that. And they said you can use the mics in all of your devices you've got dotted around your home. They will listen out for things like fire alarms or whatever, things that might not be smart. Your Nest Home might hear the alarm and notify you on your phone saying there's an alarm going off in your house. And I guess that would work for the burglar alarm, which is interesting. But that also kind of confirms it's always listening, and I'm sure that won't go down well with some people. Interesting though. And now we're on to sort of Nest Wi-Fi. I'm not massively excited by. That's fine. They're saying the trigger words too much, the old hey gee, so
The microphone is muted.
probably easiest I just mute it.
Hi, I'm Sabrina from the Pixel team. Now let's talk about how Google's ambient computing vision comes to life when you're on the go. Pixel 4 introduces entirely new helpful experiences with more natural interactions. It's a completely redesigned with a new look, a new color, and a beautiful new finish. And Pixel 4 includes camera features and sensors that you're not going to find on any other phone.
Just to catch up on, because we're on to the Pixel 4 now. They started off saying features not found on any of the phone, and then they talked about Soli, which I actually quite like the sound of. They talk about it's just this whole radar system that can detect when your hand is getting near to the phone or not and what it does. And it can detect between a wave to skip track and just you moving your coffee mug over the top of the phone. I think it really looks quite clever. All processes done on the phone, never shared. Fastest face unlock on any device. That's using all the array of radars at the top of the device, which is why there is a bezel. And again, I'm okay with that, I think. I've got very used to my OnePlus 7 Pro being like all screen. So yeah, I think I'll be okay going back to a bezel. No need to tap the screen for face unlock. You literally just approach it, I think, and it gets ready to show you. Google Assistant deeply integrated, looks quite cool. The string of things she did using just a voice was quite impressive, including searching on a website. I know that'll be interesting. They talked about Titan M, keeping your data secure. Then they showed a new audio recorder, which basically, you just record yourself giving whatever notes to yourself, perhaps, and it transcribes in real time. They were showing it on the screen, literally just coming up as she was talking. All looked very accurate. We assume it was genuine. And then you could search back through all of your notes. So she searched for Pixel and it showed 3 different recordings and it had little markers showing in the timeline when she'd mentioned Pixel. I think that could actually be really quite handy, quite clever. Again, all done on device. Then they talked about the display, OLED, and Display Mate classified it as visually indistinguishable from perfect. The sort of color correction and all this kind of thing is apparently that good. And now we're moving on to the camera. So I'm going to hit play again and catch back up.
Now, we didn't forget about the camera. For the past 3 years, Pixel set the standard for smartphone cameras with incredible capabilities like HDR+, Super Res Zoom, Top Shot, and of course, Night Sight. With Pixel 4, we're raising that bar yet again. And it all starts with this little square, basically a miniaturized camera rig right on the back of your phone. You can see the rear, wide, and telephoto cameras, a hyperspectral sensor, a mic for your videos and Instagram stories, and a flash that we hope you'll use mostly as a flashlight. But it's there just in case.
So we just told about the camera. We've got Annie Leibovitz and Lynn talking about it now. So what did we learn? 2x lens plus hybrid of optical and digital zoom. So yeah, they've got a zoom lens. He actually said, we think telephoto is more important. That was when compared to sort of wide angle. I think I'll probably disagree. I think a lot of people disagree, but there we go. So yeah, they've got a 2x zoom with like a hybrid. They did show some pictures of a pinch to zoom of the Golden Gate Bridge, and they showed where it was taken from, and actually it did look really very good. He pointed out it's better to pinch to zoom and take the picture than to take the picture and crop, because I guess you get all the computational photography that goes on when they pinch to zoom. It's about live HDR plus, so when you're pointing your phone at things, at the moment it can't do the HDR bit of what you see, it does it afterwards. So what it's going to be able to do is have the HDR, so what you see is what you get. So if you're pointing at a bright window with a room next to it, the window doesn't overexpose the rest of the shot, if that makes sense. Could be quite handy. Dual exposure was quite interesting. So you take a picture and you get to change the highlights and the shadows. Anyone that's used Photoshop will know a bit more about that. That could be quite handy. So learning-based white balancing. They effectively showed, the best example I suppose was a picture of a snowy landscape that it was a bit blue because of blue light was reflecting off it. And they said, well, we know snow's white, therefore we're making it white. Then they showed a person in a cave where it was generally quite blue again, and they said, well, we know the skin tone, therefore, and then they showed how it would look, and it looked quite clever. They talked about improved portrait shots, better from a distance, you can do them of objects. Not massively excited by that. Improved night sight with astrophotography. Some of it's pretty impressive. I think they talked about like a 4-minute exposure though for the astrophotography. That's pretty insane. Obviously you need like a tripod or just a fixed position to do it for 4 minutes. But they talked about even like a DSLR couldn't do a 4-minute because, I don't know, trees move and other things move, stars move, and it would just ruin your shot, where they can compute it all to give a decent photo. So it does look interesting. And now Annie Leibovitz is showing a bunch of the photos she took with the phone, I suppose, which again I'm not massively interested with. And I wonder what else. So there was rumour there might be the 4A might get announced. I guess we shall wait and see. So they've literally just wrapped it up, and the video is playing, the one that I showed at the beginning. Hopefully I remember to put it in. Honestly, I was a little underwhelmed. I was defending the event, saying I'm quite looking forward to it. It's going to be quite fun. Hopefully there's some new stuff. There wasn't particularly. There's no 4A. We didn't see much of the Pixelbook Go. We didn't really see a lot of the Pixel. Well, the Pixel Buds aren't out for 6 more months. So a little underwhelming, if I'm honest. At the same time, I am quite excited by the Pixel 4. I think the orange is going to be, I've got to go for an orange, surely I've got to go for an orange. But although I think that might be Carphone Warehouse exclusive. I did just refresh the Google Store. But it's not, nothing's on there yet, the Pixel 4 is not on there yet. Although it's given some web addresses to try, made by Google 19, g.co, made by Google. Anyway, so I don't really know how this video is going to come out in the end. I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile. I don't know if you're going to have learnt much. Do let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. My videos are normally better planned and better presented perhaps than this, so please don't base everything off this if it's the first one you've seen. Do subscribe, check out other videos on my channel, and do comment down below. I do read all the comments. But for now, my name's Andy, and I'll catch you all again soon.